Hi, I'm Bo Forbes. I'm a clinical psychologist, yoga teacher, and yoga therapist. And I'm here today to talk to you about how to develop your core body in an integrated way. What I mean by integrated is that your core body isn't simply just the physical structures of the abdomen, the abdominal muscles. It also has a lot of relevance to the emotional body and even to our moral and spiritual development. On a physical level, the deep intrinsic aspects of core body strength are Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and the iliopsoas muscle. Often when we think of core strength, we think of moving forward sequentially, but the core body is one of those sort of elusive and mercurial, really changeable aspects of our practice that needs to be revisited pretty much every day, so that each day at the beginning of our practice we set these foundational elements in place, either in a seated meditation or early on in our practice, so that they become integrated in both stillness and in movement. We can also look at the core body as having reverberations emotionally as well. When we think about Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and the psoas emotionally, we start to look at several things. Mula Bandha is our sense of stability, our rootedness, and our groundedness in the world. Uddiyana Bandha is related to how well we regulate our emotional, creative, and sexual energy. Are we overwhelmed by that energy? Or are we able to harvest that energy when we need to? And the psoas is related to digestion and letting go. Do we hold on to difficult emotional interactions with people? Or do we overly process and let go of things before they've reached their closure? By the same token, we can start to look at our core body in relation to our ethical and spiritual development. Mula Bandha is connected to our very basic yama, which is ahimsa, or nonviolence. Are we able to be compassionate and be nonviolent toward ourselves and also toward others? Uddiyana Bandha is very directly related to the concept of asteya, or non-stealing. When it comes to our emotional and creative and sexual energy, are we able to use that energy where needed for ourselves? Or do we allow others to kind of siphon off that energy? Or do we siphon that energy off of others? And when we look at the psoas, we can think about aparigraha, which is non-grasping. Are we grasping? Do we hold on too much without letting go? Or again, do we let go too quickly? Think of a cell here. The nucleus of a cell houses its genetic material and really governs the expression of its possibilities. In a similar way, our core body is the nucleus of our being. It really shelters and nourishes the seeds of our potential, so that when we use the core body, not only physically, but emotionally and ethically and spiritually, we're helping to actualize who we are. We're helping to access our limitless possibilities. I hope I've given you some food for thought and some ways to think about your core differently today. Have a big, happy, and centered day.